How many people experience that? Did everybody hear what he said? Okay, yeah, so here's the thing. When you're thinking, does that mean, how many of you guys feel like you run out of shit to say? When you're thinking in the conversation, is that really genuine communication? No. At a core level, it's not. You're not thinking when you're joking around with your friends. So why are you thinking when you're talking to someone who's higher status or a girl who's more, you perceive as being too attractive for you? You're thinking because you're putting them on a pedestal. So and then you tread water in the conversation. Is that making you tired? Oh, just think of the next thing to say. Just premeditate the next thing to say. Just buy me another 5 seconds in this interaction. Is that tiring you out? Yeah. It tires you out, 100%. The way you want to think about it is this. You overpower these thoughts by just getting into momentum. Everybody say momentum. When you just throw action and get more energy and you actually say what you want to say and you start getting results from that paradigm, it changes what you draw your quote unquote dopamine from. So right now it's like you have this little voice in the head, like this thought pattern in the head that you're kind of bouncing off of. What do I say next? What do I say next? What do I say next? That at the core level, if you want to get better at it as a communicator, needs to shed. Everybody say it needs to shed. Think about that concept of the voice needing to shed. What happens when the voice sheds? Does your RAS go from seeing downside in the situation or upside? It goes to seeing upside, meaning you'll see somebody you want to talk to who previously you thought was too intimidating for you, and now you actually want to talk to them because your energy has shifted from what do I say next to simply just outflow. Does that make sense? So when you have that outflow, people can feel that off of you and it makes your communication cleaner. The thing that weirds people out when you're stuck in your head and you talk to them is not that you're stuck in your head, it's that you come across like with your foot on the gas and the brake at the same time. Here's what I mean. You go up to somebody on the street and you want to go talk to them, and they sense that you're nervous or they sense that you're stuck in your head. Let's say it's someone you're attracted to. They sense that you're nervous or you're stuck in your head. You approach them like somebody who has something to actually say to them. But because you're stuck in your head, the micro expressions aren't lining up. There's a little bit of a compulsive blink, a compulsive shrug, or they can tell you're premeditating what to say next. So they're getting weirded out by that. Did anybody go to the Sphere? Yeah. Okay, what did you see at the Sphere? Did you see the AI robots?
Oh yeah, and there was a performance out there.
Yeah, there was. Okay, so there's these AI robots at the Sphere. Now what's weird about the AI robot?
Very unrealistic, animated, and it's using this technology called AR.
Well, okay, let's go to unrealistic. What is unrealistic about an AI robot? Like, they might say all the right shit. They might do all the right things. But what is it about the AI robot that's making you go, I don't know, this feels a little weird to me? Uncanny Valley, but what's causing the uncanny Valley?
It's almost there, but not quite.
Say what?
It's almost there, but not quite.
Okay, yeah, so it's almost there, but not quite. But even if they get the eyes better and all this shit better, like the Tesla bots are more like, they try to get rid of the uncanny valley more. But at your core, you will feel something's off. You just will. Because your tribal brain is not seeing things line up. It'll make you feel almost a little nauseous when you watch it. But the core is when you talk to somebody who's higher status or somebody you're more attracted to, if they sense even slight uncanny valley because you're premeditating what to say next, what will they feel? They will feel like you have an agenda. Everybody say you have an agenda. So that's what you have to get rid of. That I have an agenda type of vibe. And the core is you do have an agenda when you're talking to them. And that's the problem. The agenda is, it stems from everything I was talking about. You're not clear in what you want out of your dating life or your networking life or your business. That's affecting the actions you're taking, and that's affecting your communication. It's all tied together. Say it's all tied together. So all of this shit is one. So the key is this. When you actually know the path, you know where you're going to invite them to. You know the win-wins along that path. It completely changes how you show up in interactions. That's 50% of it. The other 50% you got to actually change your communication style and put in the reps and kind of just get out of your own head, get through the adrenaline of it. You need your period to kind of go from A to B before you go to B to C. meaning you got to get over that initial adrenaline that you experience to talk to new people. But at its core, half your problems in communication are gone when you're not going up spinning your wheels in the mud, okay? Because most people, as I said, they're just taking action with no purpose behind it. And that is completely and utterly weird to the people you talk to. Because if you're stuck in your head and you go up to a girl and you're just like, and you go up completely just like, and you call it out, you're just like, yeah, I'm kind of stuck in my head, but I had to come talk to you. That's almost better than you going up and then being like, hey, what's up? Okay, I'm not stuck in my head, blah, 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 blah. And then you run out of shit to say. You guys see that? So that's the core. If you know the path you're taking them down, it gets rid of a lot of those confidence issues. All right? Yes?
Does that a little bit conflict with agenda and knowing where to take
It's paradox. So here's the paradox of it. You knowing that you have results at home gives you confidence for sure. Like if you live a lifestyle, aka you have dating results, business results, it does give you 50% confidence basically. If you know the path you're gonna, it's not I'm going to take them down this path. It's I can invite them down this path if they are a good fit. Does that make sense? So that causes you to scream if they are a good fit. Does that make sense? That causes you to genuinely scream, rather than going through the motions of like, hey, yeah, come here, after party, whatever you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to be thinking about. It's like I'm inviting them, so it changes the energy behind how you talk with them. Not I have to close the sale, with every person I talk to. Yeah, go ahead.
What if you don't have that? Obviously, that if you have all that to offer, you're really confident.
Can everybody hear him? Okay, let's have you stand up and ask the question.
If you don't have dumb kind of things to provide for women, you're going to be confident enough when you have all these opportunities that you could lead them down if they're the right fit and you like them, as opposed to trying to get them to like you. What if you don't have that stuff to offer that you want to, because you know that if you had that, it would probably bring more confidence to your team.
Everybody in here has to have at least a baseline thing to invite people to. A baseline thing. Everybody say a baseline thing. A baseline. So you gotta have something. You have to have something that you can bring people into. Does that make sense? What other questions you guys have? Yeah.